Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This will be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So say what resonates. Leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. Okay, if you like a personal read, check out the description below. Tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. Okay. Okay, the first card that we have here, collective, is the Sun card. And the Sun card is a very high card. And so you are looking forward to receiving some kind of renewal and abundance in your life. You've been working hard towards this progress, whether this is saving money, whether this is working on a project. Maybe you are receiving a reward and accolades at work. You could be receiving a bonus of some sort. But with the Sun energy here, this is positive energy. And this is also energy of a rebirth, not only prosperity, but a rebirth in your life, a renewal, okay? Different from what you are accustomed to leading. New experiences, new environments, and new opportunities, okay? See how focused this person is on this light. And this is just how amazed you will be, Spirit is saying. Lots of prosperity and great things headed your way. I'm hearing a whole new world. A whole new world, none like no other, okay? With the Knight of Wands here, a whole new world where you are stepping into leadership, being very brave and very confident. You could receive some kind of promotion or be offered a promotion. You could be an entrepreneur or someone who wants to work towards that. I see someone working a 9 to 5 and building some kind of business. But this is only temporary, but you're doing this because you're in the building phase and you're waiting till your business is in the right position where you're able to resign from your current job. Very wise, okay? And so this reading is clearly conveying that you are being prepared, collective, to step into a whole new world, a whole new tax bracket, new opportunities, new people. You've worked for this. You've earned it. You've worked very hard, okay, to get to where you need to be with the Five of Swords. As you see this person here, is shedding some liquid there, in devastation. But either way, you've earned your way. This represents the journey that you've been on in the process of building, this business or creating this business or working the overtime or saving the money or going to school to further your education. Whatever it is for you, you've earned your right to be in the Sun energy here. Okay. And Spirit wants you to know, all that you have endured is not lost. As the penguin, is wooing on her head, his or her head, like it's okay. Letting you know that it's going to be okay. And that's why you were able to persevere through many of difficult circumstances. You have been through many of difficult circumstances that you had to overcome on your own. And so now you're free to exercise those new ideas and opportunity. You have a lot of clarity. You now know where you stand also. Maybe in the past, things were iffy, where you were indecisive of which way your life was going to go or how things were going to turn out. But on this new timeline, this new energy here, you will be more financially stable and secure within yourself, but also very enthusiastic because what you're working on, this is something you're passionate about. If you're, owning a restaurant or you're owning a hair salon, doing hair is something you're passionate about. You could have a passion for assisting people with their aesthetics, with glamour. I'm hearing a glamour shop, a glamour studio, Okay, you could be someone who's interested in opening one of those. You enjoy assisting people, with their hair, with their makeup. I'm also picking up with facial, someone who likes to give skin treatments. Not a dermatologist, but someone that likes to do facials and makeups and eyelashes, those kind of things. This is something that you love doing. And I'm also picking up. If it isn't that, it could be a barber. You could be a tattoo artist. It could be many things. You could work on cars. You could be a mechanic. Okay, you could do home improvement. But whatever your skill is, I'm also picking up. You're so passionate about it. Confirmation that there was a point in your life, collective, where you were doing this for free. You were sharing your skill and your gift for free. You weren't even charging people, and your work became so good and so excellent that people were like, "Wait a minute, you're not charging people for this? You know your work is good. You know we like your food. You know we really like the way you did so and so hair. You can cut some hair. You're not charging. You cutting people hair for free." And so, you're more confident and you're standing in authority, and you know how powerful you are. You know who you are, and you're not afraid. Like the price is. Okay, you let them know no more freebies. The price is you have to book an appointment, no walk-ins. Thank you for coming. Okay, and you're standing on that, setting those boundaries so that you're able to respect your customers as well as they respect your business in return. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yes. Hmm. And so, like I said, you've earned your right. With the Hierophant energy here, you've earned the right to be here. You've put in the work, and you're on your path. You're on your mission. You are, you're not someone. This comes up a lot. What I'm about to say, but it's so true. You're not someone who's just saying I'm an entrepreneur because anyone can say it. You're actually an entrepreneur in the making. You're actually building a business, but you're involved and you're starting this business because this is something that is part of your path and this is something you're passionate about. You love doing what you do. You love doing what you do. And so the Hierophant energy here, this represents source confirming that you're on the right path, So keep going, keep moving forward. You will get there. Like I said, I picked up on someone who's working and building a business at the same time. You could have a 9 to 5, but a couple of days out of the week, you're getting off work and you're going to work on your other business or your brand or whatever you're creating. And keep swimming, keep moving because it's looking good for you, collective. It's looking very good. This is a whole new vibe. Whole new vibe. It's like a new life for you, and you deserve it because you're putting in the work to get there. You're not looking for anyone to give you anything. You don't mind assistance, but you're willing to do what's necessary. You're not just talking about it, you're being about it. You're walking the walk, okay? And you have been very strong all the way through. All the way through, you have been very strong. And none of your hard work has gone unnoticed, okay? And so your days of, wondering, of how this is going to get done, that is over with. You will no longer feel left out with the 5 of Pentacles here. You can let go your disappointment or just worrying about different things, whether it's finances or how you're going to do things. So this is wonderful. So remain optimistic about your present as well as your future. Okay. There may have been times where there were people who wanted to see you in the energy of the 9 of Swords, who wanted to see you stuck, who wanted to see you having insomnia or suffering or stressed out, but you've overcame all of that. You've overcame every sword that was ever thrown at you. Any blockages that any hater tried to throw in your way, you have overcame that. You did not allow it to succumb you. You did not give in to the goofy, to the clown. You kept moving forward. And so you're someone who knows how to stay focused. When you're driven, you're focused. Reminds me of Capricorn energy. You could have Capricorn placement somewhere in your chart. But if not, this reading could still be for you. But with the Hermit energy here, you're very spiritually in tune. Okay, you have a very strong spiritual foundation and connection. And it doesn't matter what your belief system is, all are welcome on this channel. But you trust and you know that there's a higher power working for you, no matter what it looks like. Whether you feel that you are bruised, whether you feel that there are people who want to see you suffering, you trust and you believe in yourself. And that's why things are working out for you and they're working for your highest good. This is truly beautiful. So, Spirit is saying continue to be spiritually inspired and inclined to go within whenever you are feeling any moments of doubt. Because trust and believe, life has its up and down moments, okay? No one's life is perfect. But whenever you are feeling in doubt, take time to take a pause and go within. All that is required and necessary on this new path, they want you to know is within you. And you have free will and access. You don't need any go in between to connect with Source, to connect with the divine. You are fully equipped, okay, to communicate and surrender, anything that you ever feel that is weighing you down, okay? With the Hangman energy here, you've been in position to become increasingly spiritually in tune. They're saying increasingly. So you've been fine tuned. And that's why that sun energy is here. This is a high card. This is a really high card. This is a positive card, okay? So that sun card is there because you're prepared for that. You've been working towards it and you are prepared for it. And you're going to be very shocked and surprised because the things that you've endured, you didn't ever think you would get to this point. You've always wanted it. You've worked towards it, but to actually be there, you're going to be really shocked. Look at all you endured, being left out in the cold, people wanting you to suffer, maybe you being bruised but not broken, going through lots of hardships, being in situations where people could have helped you, but they refused to help you because they didn't want to see you win. They were hoping for you to lose because that was merely people projecting their energy onto you. That's all that is. When people want to see other people lose, that's them projecting how they feel about themselves. If they feel that they are a loser, they will project that onto people outside of them. They will hope and wish to see someone in a negative state or a low vibrational state or at their weakest. And that's because, unfortunately, collective, there are a portion of people who feels like, well, if I didn't do it, I don't want them to do it. And these could be people that you know and people that you don't know, but you didn't let it stop you. And Spirit wants you to keep that same momentum going, that same energy of not giving up on yourself. Okay? Because with the Five of Wands here, there will be people who will constantly want to compete with you. Everyone is not going to be supportive, and that's okay. Everyone is not going to agree, and that's okay. But be willing to let people be and you be you. Once you recognize that something is not uplifting or supportive of who you are in your existence, simply remove yourself. There's no need to be confrontational. There's no need to overwhelm yourself or become stressed out. They're saying simply remove yourself because it's all about you weighing your options. You could get with this or you could get with that. You could get with this or you could get with that. Maintaining your balance, giving yourself justice, and making the situation fair, to yourself first. Bet on you, pour into you, do things that make you feel good moving forward. Make sure you're surrounding yourself with people who are uplifting and people who are goal oriented. You want to be mindful of allowing yourself to be around people who feel they have nothing to lose. That could be very risky. Once again, be mindful, collective, of being around people who feel they have nothing to lose, people who are negative in spirit, in communication, of just how they are, people who are in lack mindset, lack in the way they speak, the way they talk. Be mindful moving forward because this energy here, this is prosperity and this is abundance. You do not want to be around desperate people because desperate people do desperate things. You've had your moments with the Four of Pentacles of, holding on. You've been there, you've done that, that holding on energy, not being broke, but the check to check, maybe a little bit less. That kind of energy. You've been there, you've done that, but you're going beyond this limit. You're going beyond the old tax bracket. And so that's why they're saying be mindful of who you allow to be around you and in your life moving forward. Move in silence. Keep your business to yourself. Nothing needs to be seen. Let people find out about you organically. And when I say organically, I like to remind people, I mean for people to know about you, but not from you. When things need to be revealed or seen, they will be revealed and seen naturally. It does not have to be said from you. It does not have to be advertised from you. Everything does not have to be shown. And it's not that you're hiding anything. It's just that you're moving with wisdom. You're utilizing your knowledge. You're being intelligent, smart, and wise enough to not put everything out on the forefront. Not be so anxious like we're children and it's a show and tell day. Look at me, look at me. People will see you when it's time to see you, but let things be revealed organically. Okay? Because this is the Ace of Cups. Okay? This is joy. When you have that joy, that Ace of Cups is an overflow of joy and creativity and new love as well. Okay? So you want to protect your happiness. And especially if you have new love, especially the love of thyself, the love of a companion, but also the love of yourself. When people see joy and they see that you love yourself, that's another thing. Folks become very jealous and envious. A person will create a false argument. A false argument is saying something stupid, saying something that doesn't make sense, trying to maybe get you in front of people and create a false argument, trying to intrigue some kind of I'm going to one up you energy, that infantile, that clownish behavior. Never entertain a goofy. I'm telling you, because if a clown has an audience, they will perform. And folks will envy. They envy when they see that you're happy or you love yourself or you got somebody else loving you or you being creative. You're showing your creative side. You're standing your authenticity. There are people who envy this. There are people who envy this. They don't like it. If they feel insecure, they want you to feel insecure. If they don't feel love, they want you to feel not love. If they're bitter, they want you to be bitter. So people will try to provoke and sabotage and just create constant negative, toxic energy. It would be wonderful if we truly knew how to be in harmony with each other. And when I say harmony, just being cordial, that general mutual will respect. It should be respect should be a mutual thing. I don't have to know you, but I can respect you. I don't have to know you, but I can respect you. But unfortunately, the world does not operate that way. And a person will smile ear to ear, even give you a hug and a handshake, but have so many nefarious intentions in their heart. And people think that they can hide it, but no, you can't hide it. It is seen, it is felt, and it is heard in the way that you communicate. Okay? Everybody ain't blind. There are people who can see. But be mindful, of allowing these kind of people. Protect your peace, protect your, your joy, your love of yourself. Protect what you're building. You have to be mindful. It's not about fear. It's about being smart. Okay, it's not being scared of anyone. It's about being smarter, smarter than the other ones. Okay. Yeah, everything does not need to be seen. So all the times where you were working on things that people may have called foolish, they may have called you fake, you're phony, you're evil, you're this, you're that, they'll never listen to you, nobody likes you. But all the time, everything they said meant nothing with the sun card here. Everything they said meant nothing. Every step you took, every time you kept showing up for yourself, the divine was watching. The ancestors were watching. And never mind a naysayer. That's why, that's a goofy. A naysayer is a goofy. Anyone who is speaking negative, even if they'll say they're cracking a joke or they're being sarcastic, that's a backhanded insult. Really pay it no attention and don't respond to it. No one can tell you or define the value of who you are. And a person who goes out of their way to try to make you feel or think that your ideas or what you are building or working on doesn't have any value, that's because they don't value themselves. And they want you, as I was just explaining, to be in that same lack energy. They want you to be in that low vibrational state because these are people who are working from their lower regions, their lower gonads, and they know no better. Because the fun fact about a hater is everything they put out will return. And it's just like gravity. It's not about a belief system. It just is what it is. Okay? So continue to learn, continue to be open to learn and to grow. A great teacher is willing to be a student when necessary and teach when necessary, or vice versa. No one knows it all. No one is perfect. Life is about consistently and constantly growing and learning because new things, people, places, and things are being created and elevated each and every day of our lives. And so be willing, Spirit is saying, that's for somebody to be open to learn about new things. Doesn't mean you have to agree, doesn't mean you have to participate, but be open to learning about new things that are developing. Having a mind to just listen. Doesn't mean you have to partake. Doesn't mean you have to sign your signature anywhere, but just be open, okay? That way you'll continue to be a great student of learning thyself and elevating yourself in your life in the way that you feel is fit for you, okay? So you're doing wonderful. You're doing magnificent. Remain optimistic about your present as well as your future. Great things are happening for you. Okay? Great things. And so there's good news, with the Eight of Wands coming in. There's good news coming in, and information that is going to assist you in moving forward. Information that is also going to get you up on your feet. Maybe there's something you've been waiting for in particular. This could be approval letter, some kind of notice that's saying you passed the test or you've been accepted into somewhere. Maybe you applied for schooling or something. But whatever this information is, okay, I'm hearing truck driving. Okay, you're going truck driving school. Okay, whatever this is, it's going to make you happy and put you on your feet. And so this Eight of Wands energy is going to have you moving fast, very fast, in a good way, in a positive way, okay? So continue the good work and the optimism. But with the Knight of Pentacles here, this is expansion. This is you, working hard and being focused, focused on yourself. And see, all the cards that are here, collective, is supporting the sun energy. This is expansion. Okay. This is hard work. And this is being persistent, being diligent, very focused on what's working for you, very focused on your craft, your skill, your career, whatever it is you're working on, building a home, remodeling a home, buying a home, starting a business, having a family, whatever it is for you. Okay. This is representing the sun energy. It's supporting the sun energy. The justice card here is supporting it. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles is supporting it. The Ace of Cups, speaking of having an overflow, okay, of joy, peace, love, and creativity, okay? The Eight of Wands, letting you know that news is coming in fast. That's going to elevate you and put you on your feet. All of these cards are supporting the sun energy, confirming to you. And then you have the Hierophant, which is representing Source, the creator, okay? Or this could also represent your ancestors speaking to you, conveying through this message to keep going. You may be at a point where you feel like you want to give up or you want to throw in the towel. They're saying keep going, no matter what it looks like. Always show up for you. Okay, any entrepreneur or business owner will tell you that's one thing that they have to always do is continue showing up for yourself, no matter what it looks like. Whether you get one customer, two customers, no customers, you keep showing up. But over time, that momentum will pay off. And that's the sun energy here paying off for you. Okay. So this concludes the read. I trust and hope it assists you for your highest good. Later.